Hello everyone. Today let us study metabolism of branched chain amino acids. I am Dr. P. Mary Anupama, faculty from the Department of Biochemistry, St. Joseph's College for Women, Visakhapatnam. Valine, leucine and isoleucine, these are the branched chain and essential amino acids. These amino acids, they have an initial common pathway to some extent and later on they diverge during their catabolism to give rise to various products. These amino acids, they are either glucogenic or ketogenic. Like you have valine, which is glucogenic. Leucine is ketogenic. While isoleucine, it's both glucogenic as well as ketogenic. During their catabolism, the first three metabolic reactions, they are common for all the three branched amino acids. Metabolism of branched chain amino acids. Valine, isoleucine and leucine initially they undergo transamination followed by dehydrogenation reactions. The transamination reaction is catalyzed by branched chain amino acid transaminase that converts these amino acids into respective alpha keto acids. We have alpha keto isovalerate, then alpha keto isocaprate, alpha keto beta methyl valerate obtained. These are converted into respective alpha beta unsaturated acyl CoA thioesters by the enzyme alpha keto acid dehydrogenase. So what we get is isobutyryl CoA, isovaleryl CoA, alpha methyl butyryl CoA from the respective amino acids. The unsaturated acyl CoA thioesters, these are then acted upon by the enzyme acyl CoA dehydrogenase, which converts these into three different compounds which take up a different pathway. We have seen here, we have valine getting converted into methyl acrylyl CoA, propionyl CoA, methyl malonyl CoA, which can get converted into glucose. Then we also have beta methyl crotonyl CoA or HMG CoA, from where you get acetyl CoA. We have acetoacetate produced. These go into ketone body synthesis. While you get triglyl CoA, methyl methyl acetoacetyl CoA, methyl acetoacetyl CoA, it will give rise to propionyl CoA and then acetyl CoA. This acetyl CoA is ketogenic, while this propionyl CoA, it is glucogenic. It can give rise to glucose. So let us summarize these reactions which we have studied. Valine, glucogenic, leucine, ketogenic, isoleucine, both glucogenic and ketogenic. Transamination reaction followed by dehydrogenation followed by acyl CoA dehydrogenation reaction, and after series of catabolic reactions you will end up with intermediates that are glucogenic, ketogenic or glucogenic and both ketogenic. Coming to biosynthesis of branched chain amino acids. Here we see that there are 5 important enzymes which we have to remember. These include the first one, threonine dehydrogenase, followed by acetohydroxy acid synthase. Then we have keto acid reductoisomerase. Then we have dihydroxy acid dehydrogenase. Then we have aminotransferase. All these are the 5 important enzymes. It starts with threonine conversion to isoleucine. The first enzyme that is involved is threonine dehydratase. This catalyzes deamination reaction and then dehydration of threonine takes place and you get 2-ketobutyrate and ammonia is released. So this is the first step. After series of reactions from threonine you get isoleucine, and isoleucine, it exhibits feedback regulation and it inhibits the enzyme threonine dehydratase. Now coming to acetohydroxy acid synthetase. This is the first enzyme that catalyzes parallel reactions for both the pathways performing these condensation reactions. Like we have condensation of pyruvate and acetoacetate in the valine pathway which is taking place. And you have condensation of pyruvate with 2-ketobutyrate to get acetohydroxybutyrate in the isoleucine pathway. In the next step, we have alpha ketoacid reductoisomerase, which reduces the acetohydroxy acids to yield dihydroxy acids in both the valine and isoleucine pathways. Then we have dihydroxy acid dehydrogenase, which converts these dihydroxy acids in the next series of reactions. We have dehydratase, then followed by aminotransferase. The dihydroxy isovalerate is converted to valine, while we have 2,3-dihydroxy 3-methyl valerate, which is converted to 2-oxo 3-methyl valerate, which is converted to isoleucine. So we have valine and isoleucine produced. Now let us see the series of reactions that give rise to leucine. From 2-oxo isovalerate, we have isopropyl malate synthase which is acting, and then isopropyl malate isomerase followed by dehydrogenase and then aminotransferase. So we have these enzymes which finally result in leucine. Leucine is produced from 2-oxo isovalerate. This is the summary of the entire pathway, where we have seen that synthesis of isoleucine and synthesis of valine. It is catalyzed by 4 enzymes which are common. Followed by this, we have synthesis of leucine, catalyzed by 4 different enzymes again. Coming to the metabolic defects of branched chain amino acids, the first one is the maple syrup urine disease. In this, the urine starts smelling like maple syrup or burnt sugar. And you see that the branched chain alpha ketoacid dehydrogenase, that enzyme is defective. As such, initially these undergo branched chain amino acids, they undergo transamination followed by dehydrogenation. We have this enzyme which is to convert these things into unsaturated acyl-CoA thioesters. But when this is blocked, the keto acids accumulate, and these keto acids, their concentration increase in plasma as well as urine. As these get increased, they start getting excreted from the body, because of which you get this burnt sugar or maple syrup like smell of urine. This is also called as branched chain ketonuria. Second one is intermittent branched chain ketonuria. This is less severe than the previous one, than the maple syrup disease. Here also the enzyme that is defective is alpha ketoacid dehydrogenase, but there is no total block like as in the previous one. The keto acids are, some of them, they are converted into their acyl-CoA thioesters. So that's why this is not as severe as the previous one. Third one is isovaleric acidemia. Here it's an inborn error of metabolism associated with leucine metabolism, and the defective enzyme is isovaleryl CoA dehydrogenase. You see that in leucine metabolism, the leucine is converted to isovaleryl CoA, and then it has to get converted to methylcrotonyl CoA, which is catalyzed by isovaleryl CoA dehydrogenase. While this is blocked, because of which isovaleryl CoA is sent out into urine. That gives the cheesy odor of the body fluids as well as the breath. And the symptoms include acidosis, and people will have mild mental retardation. Fourth one is hypervalinemia. Here you see increased plasma levels of valine, and leucine and isoleucine levels, they remain the same. Here the problem is transamination of valine. It is selectively impaired. Some sources which were referred while preparing this PowerPoint. Thank you.